Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Funko Pop Stars. Today we have some Funko Pops on the rise. This is the NYCC 2020 Funko Pops on the rise. And this is part one. There's so many that are on here, and these are just future projections. Not all of these are mine, so bear with me. We're gonna have the future projections, and then after the New York Comic Con is over, we'll do what they're actually going for. But I think most of these are spot on. Just remember, they are projections, and not all of these are done by me. We'll just get into this and show you guys what it's all about. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on when I drop one of my fire videos like today. And be sure to hit that like button, guys. I really do appreciate it when you do that. First on our list is EIN. This is from Cowboy Bebop. This is a Cowboy Bebop Funko Pop, and it's flocked. Pick this one up if you like the pop, but I don't think the hype is behind this pop. So just remember that when you're trying to pick this up, if you're just trying to get value here. It's a cool dog. Like I like it, but I'm just not picking it up. How I Met Your Mother Funko Pop, $15 to $25. I think this one is spot on. The last two, like, I don't foresee them trending really well. Robin Sparkles is a popular character on the show, but I don't think that the value is going to be there. Here's one I am picking up, the Mandalorian Funko Pop. So always, Funko Pops are always popular, but they have done 4 of these before in the side box. This one's just the child with the pendant. So I honestly am just picking this one up just because I like it, but I don't foresee this one trending more than $30, $40, honestly. So it could, like I said, there's potential here. So if you're a Star Wars fan, don't miss out on picking it up. But I don't see this one going very far in the New York Comic Con. Today's sponsor is brought to you by the Funko magazine. If you have not checked it out, the link is in the description and in the comments. It's a free online magazine where you can get today's show notes, plus much more. Funko articles are going to be coming out on there. So if you haven't read any of those, definitely go check it out. And I think you guys will love it. We have a giveaway going on there soon, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. I guess I will update you guys on here as well. Next we have the Lilo and Stitch Funko Pop. Well, it's technically just a Stitch Funko Pop, Stitch as a baker. And this one's completely underrated right now as far as value, going for $34. Like I said, I didn't put this together, but I will say I think this one's going to be worth way more than this, being as it's a Stitch Funko Pop and it's New York Comic Con. I foresee this one going $60, $70, $80. So like I said, the mark on this one's off. Pick it up. I think it's worth the value in the pickup here. Here's one that's another one, Pinocchio Funko Pop, the Jiminy Cricket. Disney Funko Pop collectors, man, you gotta snag this bad boy up. A lot of people are underestimating this one as well. This one has potential to go really, really high, so definitely don't sleep on this bad boy and pick it up if you are a fan of this. And I'm telling you the ones that I'm picking up, guys. Here we have the Zombie Daredevil one that I think is priced right at $39, around there. I don't think that this Marvel Funko Pop is going to do well at all. I think the design looks kind of bland. He looks like he's holding a candy cane in his hand. It's just not a good design. I did think that there were a lot more zombie collectors out there, but I guess not, because this one's not trending well at all. Here we have the G.I. Joe Beachhead going for $40, and to me this is not surprising. I'm picking this one up for my personal collection. It just did not trend well when it first came out, but I still think it's worth more than that, man. But from everything that I've seen, I don't think it's going to go higher than this initially. And then we have Pikachu Angry in the Pokemon Funko Pop line, flocked. I still think this one's undervalued. I just don't think it's going to go as high. They should have done something different than Pikachu. I mean, they went with a safe bet here with going with Angry Pikachu flocked. I mean, it was a safe bet, and I think they're just trying to appease the Pokemon community. They don't want to mess this up, so they just played it safe. And they should have swung for the fences. Growlithe going for $50. I think it's worth more than that. But as far as trending wise, still, if you're a Pokemon collector, go pick it up. This should be the first one on your list if you're going after the Pokemon Funko Pops. Next, we have Dwight Schrute from the Office Funko Pop line, trending at $50. I think it is at the right price right now. As we've seen, like the Office Pops, when they initially come out, they don't do well initially, but it's one that you would have to sit and wait for the value to go up on this one. And this is definitely the best of the Recyclops that they have done for Dwight Schrute. Before we talk about the Masters of the Universe Beastman and how it's undervalued, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I really do appreciate everybody that's doing that. Share this video with your friends, share the Funko magazine. I'm trying to grow it right now and it's doing great. Honestly, for me just releasing it last week, I think it is doing extremely well. So I really do appreciate everybody that's checking it out. Go check the Funko magazine out daily and make sure you're caught up on all the articles and all that's coming out there. I really do appreciate everybody that's doing that. Subscribe, comment down below what you guys want to see in the future. But anyways, let's talk about the Masters of the Universe Funko Pop, the 10-inch Beastman, going only for $60, which for me is way undervalued. It's a great Funko Pop, one of the better Masters of the Universe Funko Pops that it's released this year. I think it should be worth at least $100 or more, but definitely don't sleep on this one. Next, we have the Joker Funko Pop, the breast cancer awareness, and this one is sitting at $60 right now as far as the future projections. But I think that with this one going to be given as a gift and people are going to collect it for their collection as well, I think that this is going to be worth more than $60, but I think this future projection is wrong on here. Next, we have the $75 Captain Crook, the McDonald's Funko Pop, and this one is going to be extremely popular in the future, especially when people start realizing, I don't think a lot of the McDonald's community knows that there's McDonald's Funko Pops out. Like, I really don't, because I think all of them would be worth more. So the common ones especially, and this one as well, definitely start picking these up slowly, just because once the McDonald's community knows that they have created these are going to go insane, especially the original ones, especially the ones that came out this year. So definitely pick up Captain Crook, definitely worth the pickup. Here we have the Princess Bride, the 6-inch Fezzik Funko Pop. I personally don't think it's worth the $75. I think it's more worth $40, $50. I just don't see a market for this. And maybe some of you want to swing for the fences, go for it and see what happens. Sometimes you just don't know, because some people don't really care about, looking at different pops or pop websites or Instagram or any of that stuff. And so it's hard to tell who wants these pops, especially if they're not, looking at it or any of that. But from all the data that I've gathered, this one is not a popular Funko Pop, but we'll see what happens with this one. We have the Beetlejuice going for $75, holding the Book of Recently Deceased, and I think it's worth more than, I think it's worth $100+. Like I said, on the back end, we'll find out in a couple weeks, or maybe a month or so, what these pops are going for. Remember, this is part 1 today. Part 2 is going to come out either tonight or tomorrow. So we'll see on that. Here we have another Harry Potter Funko Pop, the Burrow with Mrs. Weasley. I'm not picking this one up. I don't think it's worth $85. I know it's a pop town, but I mean, it would be cool to have if you're a Harry Potter collector, but man, I'm just not digging it. I wish they would have came out with the Harry Potter, the castle and the school that they went to. That would have been freaking awesome, but it's a pass for me. Here we have one that is the Dum Dum Man, and this one should have been listed at $95, and I think the sky's the limit on this one. This mascot is fantastic. Everybody loves Dum Dum suckers, or at least they grew up knowing about them. So I'm definitely going to be picking this one up. This one should be $95, not $85. And this is another one I made a mistake on. This one should be listed at $100. It is the Wonder Woman 84 glow-in-the-dark Funko Pop. I'm picking this one up. One of the best action poses of the NYCC, worth more than $100 in my opinion. So go pick this one up. This is like second or third on my list that I'm picking up, and I'm extremely excited for this one. Here's one that I did not see the hype behind until they released the glam shots, and a couple of days later this thing was going off the chain. This is the #2 trending Funko Pop right now for the New York Comic Con, so definitely worth the buy to see where this goes. I could foresee this one going for $150, $200 here in the future. Definitely a hold, definitely a sit on. You definitely don't want to sleep on the Danny Phantom Funko Pop at all. And then we have Nightwing going for $115 actually. And this DC Funko Pop is another one that I think Funko did extremely well. They didn't do too much with it. They kept it classic. And the Fugitive Toys Nightwing goes for $250. And then there's another one that goes for $200. Man, the sky's the limit with Nightwing, and I think the potential for this one could be great, so definitely pick this one up. I should come up with a list of the ones that I'm going for. I might do that on my Funko magazine and come up with the exact ones that I'm going for the New York Comic Con. Man, but if I do that, you guys are gonna copy my list, because you're gonna be like, because my list is gonna be different than some of the most valuable ones, because there's some that I really, really need for my collection, and other ones that are just worth, you know, money. So anyways, here is the Red Goblin going for $125, which I think this one should be worth more personally, in my opinion. But I think that does it for today's episode. Yeah, that concludes it for today's episode of the NYCC 2020 Funko Pops on the Rise Future Projections Part 1. Stay tuned for Part 2. Part 2 is coming out soon. A giveaway is coming out soon. I really do appreciate all the support that you guys have given me. And let's go over back to the Funko magazine. Really do appreciate everybody that supports me. One thing I will say is, if you go on the Funko magazine, make sure you exit out when you are on the Funko magazine. But if you leave it up, it doesn't count. It's called like a session or a view, and it doesn't really help with the analytics if you stay on the page and never exit out. Just make sure you're exiting out on the Funko magazine, and then come back to it later when you want to read it. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, share this video with your friends, leave me a comment down below. As always, guys, beg by bed, collect all them pops. I'll see you next time on another episode of Funko Pops on the Rise. Peace. I'm out.